It seems that the POCO X2 is finally out, and it still sounds too good to be true. Some new pens show us how Apple might approach a foldable smartphone, or try to reinvent it. And we saw that OnePlus disappearing camera, but it looks like the company already has a rotating one. I'm Jaime Rivera, it is Wednesday, and well, I'm about to get on another plane, so just bear with me as we've got more news coming up. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today begin with deals. I hate to always bring so many Apple deals, but it's just that these are so hard to find that it's hard to ignore them when they come up on Amazon. Like right now, for example, we've got the 16-inch MacBook Pro, which is $300 off. You can get the 16GB variant, 512 gigs of storage for $2,099, and then that 1TB model for $2,500. The Apple Watch Series 5 is up to $250 off, starting at an all-time low of $355, and you can also get up to $200 off almost every iPad Pro model. Finally, those of you looking for AirPods Pro alternatives, the Sony Mark IIIs, which I will not pronounce, are currently $32 off, leaving them at $198 shipped. Not my favorite, but they're there. Now, today is definitely a sad day, particularly because I have been a BlackBerry fan forever. Like ever since the original BlackBerry. I actually have one of those. I got it started in this industry that way to a certain degree, and well, it seems that the whole build of smartphones is dead. TCL has just put out a statement saying that they are sad to announce that their licensing deal with BlackBerry is ending on August 31st. This means that the company will no longer make or sell BlackBerry branded devices because they will no longer have the rights to design, manufacture, or sell these devices. For those of you who bought any of these, the company assures us that they will provide support to the existing portfolio, including customer service and warranty services, up until August 2022. So here's the thing, we don't know if another company is going to pick up the license. I'm not saying, well, it's just, I do understand that BlackBerry wanted to bring back the nostalgia, and that Key 2 continues to be one of my favorite designs, but I'm really sad. I mean, I hope that this does not mean that BlackBerry is no more, at least from a phone side, because I know that they're a software company as well, and they're making a lot of money there. Now, another sad news, and I hate the fact that this continues happening, is everything that's gearing up towards MWC. Obviously, we know of what's happening in China with the coronavirus, and a lot of the companies that exhibited MWC come from China, so guess what? Even if LG is not a Chinese company, they just sent out a press release saying that they won't be participating or exposing hundreds of their employees to international travel, so they will be revealing their lineup on a separate event. And then we've got ZTE, who just announced that they weren't attending, but then sent out a second statement that said that they will, but not put their employees at risk. The GSMA also released a statement saying that they would take extra precautions for their attendees. And I hope, because I am going to be one of those attendees. So it's going to be interesting how this pans out. I just hope the event doesn't get canceled or anything. I mean, it is the hottest show of the year, in my opinion. Now, if you remember, we covered the OnePlus Concept 1 over at CES, the fact that it's got the electrochromic glass, I think I remember the name correctly, which changes color, becomes darker or lighter whenever, depending on the electric current and everything, just to hide or reveal the cameras, and also use that as an ND filter. The thing about it is, it seems that that is not the company's only trick. Now we have a new pen that shows a rotating camera, meaning the camera looks like the one on the 7T, but all the cameras could disappear in a closed state and then reappear and rotate once they're in open state. At the front, we see no selfie camera, so it could just be that this is a pop-up, or it could just be that it's a hidden camera under the glass. The thing about it is, we've seen the under the glass technology already, not to great results. Or it could just be that they're using electrochromic glass as well on the display. That's going to be rather interesting, so stay tuned. Now, one of the things that makes Apple the most famous is for how they claim to have reinvented things that they have not. And one of them definitely is not going to be foldables, but we do have to pat them in the back for the things they've gotten right. They're not the first at the game, but they do work harder on nailing the patents. The thing about it is, we have a new one for a foldable phone that could actually come from Cupertino. The patent shows a hinge mechanism that is designed to avoid the display creasing. This is achieved by ensuring proper separation between the first and the second portion of the display. When the device is unfolded, movable flaps extend to cover the gap and then retract when you fold the device. We'll see if Apple implements this, but you know what the funny part is? You know what other company has done this already? Motorola with the Razr, which, by the way, because of this whole Chinese problem that's happening, I already got an alert that my Razr is being delayed from shipment. Oh man, we'll see how that ends. But finally, the hottest news today have to do with the POCO phone X2, which, well, the company has been teasing it for a bit, and now it's become official in India, and the thing about it is, bear with me as I tell you the specs, and I tell you exactly how much you're gonna pay for this. So just imagine this. The company is claiming that it's smooth AF, and I get it. I mean, the specs include a Qualcomm Snapdragon 730G chip with liquid cooling technology, a 6.67-inch LCD at 120 Hz refresh rate, a 4,500 mAh battery, 27-watt fast charging, a headphone jack, and a fingerprint sensor. Then, moving on to the cameras, it brings 4 sensors: Sony's 64-megapixel IMX sensor, an 8-megapixel ultra-wide, a 2-megapixel macro shooter, and a 2-megapixel depth sensor with dual selfie cameras that include a 20-megapixel main shooter. Now, here's the thing. I mean, the starting model includes 6 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of storage for $225 or the equivalent. And if you want to go the higher tier, 8 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of storage for $280. Oh my God, $280. Let us know in the comments down below, what do you think? I mean, I think that this is insane. Like, do they make any money? Or are they teaching the market how things should be done? Because I don't care if I get an LCD so long as I get that resolution and refresh rate and pay $280. That is insane. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. Also follow us on social medias. Our extended coverage happens on Instagram, and follow me on my personal handles to see me playing around with these phones. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.